All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for your patience. Please join me as we stand for our pledge and a moment of prayer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Father, we thank you for this day. We ask your blessings over our meeting now. Thank you for our town and all of the good things that are happening. Thank you for the people who live here and the work that they do. Thank you for the opportunity to serve, and may we be good stewards of the resources that have been entrusted to us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, we have a full agenda this evening. We should have received, gentlemen, you should have received minutes from the Tuesday, May 12th council meeting and the special council meeting on May 28th. Any questions, comments, or concerns about those minutes? I did not see any need to change anything either. They look complete to me. I would move that we approve the minutes as presented. I just need a second.
I'll second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. I'm afraid I'm going to miss one of these tonight if I don't just sign them as we go. All right. Tammy, I just have this for you. This doesn't need to particularly be in this meeting minutes. This is just a memorandum of understanding for you to review for us with the Pearson Heritage Association. They're hoping to come to our July meeting and they would like to talk about this. So I just wanted to make sure I got a copy of that to you to review. All right, we have Chad from Fleece and Van de Brink with us this evening. Thanks for coming, Chad.
Thank you. You should hopefully have a task order in front of you. This task order is for certified water audit and validation for 2026. This is required every 2 years. Purpose of this task order is to review and validate the water audit information prepared by the owner, and then this gets submitted to the Indiana Finance Authority.
And we are under a time crunch to get this done, are we not?
I believe it's due August 1st.
August 1st, yeah. So, all right, and for Fleece and Van de Brink to do this for us, it looks like the audit would be $3,000.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Matt, Chauncey, any questions?
It was
About the-
audit for what? I'm sorry.
The water audit that has to be submitted to the state, we have to do every 2 years.
Was this something that,
Casey's been doing it.
I know,
It's
but-
very extensive.
was that something that was in the contract with?
With Asbury?
Yeah.
Astbury, I keep forgetting to put the T in there. I don't know. I don't think so.
I thought there was something in there about it, but
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't give it a price or anything. Everything they gave was just.
I know, but I thought they said they were doing all the paperwork.
Should we
That's
check
really
with
not
them?
paper. This is like a major. This is like a big deal.
I mean, yeah, I agree, it needs done, but I think we need to, before
We
we,
don't have, we have to have a special meeting because we gotta start. I mean, it takes a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, I'm just
pretty
saying,
sure
yeah.
that it was in Asbury's
Okay.
quote.
Okay.
You double check.
Approve it subject to that, I suppose, I mean, as long as, Fleece and Van de Brink is okay with that, just, confirmation, approve it subject to confirmation that it's not in that contract with Asbury,
We could do that.
would be my suggestion.
That's fine with me. Does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Asbury's supposed to do it,
Yeah.
then, yeah,
Then we can just check to make sure.
right, and let him know one way or the other.
Okay.
I'm
So-
for that. Do we need to make motions or
Yep.
anything for that?
Need to
I'll
move
make a
that we
motion for
approve conditional on the contract with Asbury.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll second that. Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you, and I can come down and sign this. I can run down and sign it if it needs to be signed right away. So leave that with me. All right, thank you, Chad. What else do you have?
Second agreement is for plot application assistance, design services, bidding assistance, and construction administration for a community crossing meshing grant project. Catholic Street from First to Seventh. And this application can be submitted as soon as September 1st. The window is from September 1st through the end of September of 2026. One of the parts of the application that they ask for is if this project is shovel ready. So my recommendation would be that if you would approve the agreement now to start these design services so that they would be shovel ready before September 1st.
Gotcha.
If for some reason we started those services, had the design services complete, we assist the town with the application September 1st. If for some reason you were not awarded those funds in 2026, you can still apply for apply the following September. So
Gotcha.
these design services aren't going to go to waste.
Gotcha.
It would just be a matter of having your project shovel ready so that when you do submit the application, you can state that in your application that it is shovel ready.
Gotcha. Okay. Chauncey, Matt, any questions, comments? Okay. And this is for a total of, grand total lump sum fee of $55,000. Okay, that looks clear to me too. Need a motion and a second
Make a motion
to approve?
to approve.
Okay, motion to approve. I'll second that. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay, and there's only one copy of this that I see.
Got another copy.
Or Myra can make a copy, either one. Yeah. Okay, here's the signed one. There's a copy of that too. All right, anything else for us, sir?
I think that's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. We appreciate the work you do for us.
Thanks, Chad.
All right, under new business, we have the Washington Township agreements. We have the agreement for the Washington Township Park agreement. They pay us each year for help with maintenance issues up there. And this agreement is with the Washington Township. Kosciuszko County does not own its recreational facility for its residents. However, it realizes the need for such a facility. The park, it is agreed by in between the township and the park that the park will provide the recreational facilities for all residents, and we will provide liability insurance as may be required, and the township will pay $7,000 on or before December 31st, and that's something they do annually, correct? Okay. What's the will of the council?
Make a motion, we accept.
Okay,
I'll second.
got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay. Come back to this one. And we also have, don't let me forget to sign that. the community building agreement for their lease of the community building here. Washington Township shall pay to Pearston as consideration for the aforementioned use, which is the same as before, the sum of $16,000 on or before December 31st. And this is also an annual agreement, isn't it?
And it's more of the fire station.
Yeah, the fire station half, if you will. What's the will of the council? Okay, got a motion to accept. I'll second it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. All right. We have, these were just added, right? Okay. We have a quote from, is this through Asbury?
Through Asbury.
Yeah. Would like to fix some lamps out at the, is this the sewer plant?
Sewer plant, UV bulbs.
UV bulbs out at the sewer plant. We have a quote for that for $1,493.28. If you'd like to see the quote, okay? Looks straightforward, yeah. Motion to approve.
Motion.
Got a motion, second, motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Those opposed, same sign. One thing that I would like to suggest is that especially during this interim, where we're still waiting to fill Casey's position, I'd like for us to set a limit of some amount, whatever it is, but just give Myra the approval to approve those maintenance issues that are required, so that Asbury doesn't have to wait a month for a council meeting. And again, I don't know what they will find, but they don't have to wait. I would recommend $2,500 and just say if it's less than that, Myra can approve it if it's maintenance issues that are required. If it's over that, then it'll have to wait for a council meeting. Does that sound fair? Something we could do?
Sounds okay.
Okay. And again, I don't know what they will find. They may or may not find anything, but so that we can get things taken care of right away, instead of having to wait till a council meeting, at least she could approve those maintenance things. They will know, and then, anything that Noah would bring to her as well that could be a potential problem. So just give her the permission to go ahead and pay anything, authorize anything up to that point.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I think at least one of us probably should be notified though.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah, do an email notification. I mean, she could notify us, which would be fine. But
Right.
just so they don't have to wait for approval.
Yeah, I'd still say, let us know, then.
Yeah.
We can say yay, nay, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. Okay, can we,
Well, we can't make a decision on email, but,
Correct.
so,
yeah,
There's not one of you.
yeah. I will officially move then that we authorize Myra to approve up to $2,500 for maintenance issues for Asbury, if needed, so that they don't have to wait for a council meeting. Anything over that amount, we'll have to either wait for a council meeting or we'll have a special meeting for.
motion.
Got a motion and a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay, thank you, Myra. That's approved for you. We also have from Asbury a request for permission to submit MROs online. I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
I assume it's some kind of repair order.
Official authors?
To IDEM?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the
They do
MRI is
everything.
one type of
It's the,
monthly.
I think it's the thing that you sign every month
Yeah.
Okay,
that he would bring in. So you sign it.
okay. That's paperwork that I would sign each month. Okay. Because that stuff's all digital. And probably Casey was submitting it on paper. They want to submit it
He
online.
might have been, yes.
Yeah.
He was having you.
Yeah, I was physically
Wet
signing
copy.
paper, yeah.
Wet sign something, that's probably
Yeah.
But they can do a lot of that.
Okay, all right,
And
now
while they're
that
doing
makes
that, they will hopefully update your email address so that.
Yes.
Any future.
It's coming to the town.
Notices come to your town.
Yeah.
email. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
could ask them to do that as well.
And they do have my correct email address on here.
Yeah, that's probably.
Okay.
Some permission.
I would move that we approve this request for Asbury to submit the MROs online.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. Okay, there's that one. All right, we have area plan related issues. All right, we have a request from Jennifer Sanchez requesting to rezone a parcel of property. She wants it rezoned, right? Wants it rezoned for commercial,
Yes, it's currently industrial.
currently industrial. And that one was for what, Myra?
Sanchez, who's the-
Was that the, oh, here it is. This is the one that goes with this. Got it. Okay, it was connected to the wrong one. All right. Wanting to buy this property and rezone it to commercial, planning to put a small car dealership there. And this is out in the industrial park.
it's the- I assume
Courthouse.
the lot that's highlighted.
Yeah, you want to see it there?
I took a quick look at it, and it's right beside the lot that the town owns. So, what kind of, what is that? Yeah, it's kind of an odd shape.
Big.
It's sort of odd
Yeah,
shape.
kind of
It
odd
runs
shaped.
into the small,
You see it out here better, probably.
the town owns, so.
Yeah, it's across the street from Long Term.
It's this one.
It's this lot here.
Yeah, that's what's marked here.
We'll put a car lot there.
Yeah,
That's what she
it.
says.
Take all the trees down.
Yeah.
Kind of an odd place for a car lot, but
And what authority do we have to allow them to rezone that? Can we just say we approve?
So, area plan would just seem like a letter of recommendation or letter of
Gotcha.
support, really is what they're looking for.
Gotcha.
You know, she's petitioned or they've petitioned area plan and they've got
Yeah.
a, you know, petition before the zoning board there and they're just looking for the town's blessing is.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because we don't make that decision.
Right, no.
We
But
just-
of course, if you said we're against this or we oppose this
Then it
change, they would
Gotcha.
typically try, you know, respect that and deny if
Yeah.
you were, if the council was opposed to it.
I would like to see their recommendations first, though. I mean, because,
Their thoughts.
yeah, their thought, kind of get their thoughts too on it before we make a decision, because,
I mean, I would imagine, did you had contact from area plan or did you not?
Not on that one.
I said this came directly from her, it looked like.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, the email's from
Yeah.
her.
I mean, she had a
certainly-
hearing yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, typically they would reach out if they had concerns and say, you know, this is the issue, or we think this is a problem, and we know she's approached you. I mean, you certainly could say, we want to table it until we can talk to someone at area plan, if that would be the case. It looked to me
Has she-
like there are other commercial zone properties. like,
Right.
You know, across the street is commercial, and there are a couple others that are commercial, the storage is commercial, but then also some industrial. It's kind of a mix of commercial and industrial out there.
Right, and I mean, I guess that does bother. I'm just curious. She hasn't actually went to a meeting yet.
I thought it was scheduled for yesterday. Because
Oh,
they
I
told
guess
her
it does.
Tuesday.
The email does say Tuesday the 9th, or that's today.
Yeah. Her hearing, I think, was on the 8th.
We could send just a letter saying we would support area plan's decision, right? That way, if they have any concerns.
I mean, you could phrase it that unless area plan had any concerns, that you were supportive of it, or you would
Right.
support it, unless or until they would have objections.
I mean, I guess, did she get approved yesterday? You know?
Yeah, well, I don't think, I mean, typically, they would not approve it until they heard from the town.
Okay.
Is normally the way that would go, so I imagine they.
Tabled it.
Tabled it, so to speak, yeah.
Okay.
What's the will of the council?
I think.
you have a recommendation?
we can hear what they say. I mean,
Yeah, I would say when we send a letter saying that, you know, we would like to have their recommendation first and then we'll make a decision or would approve it as long as they approve it.
Okay. So move to send a letter saying we would approve if they have no concerns or if they
Right.
approve?
Correct.
Okay. So I got a motion to send that letter. Need a second?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. We'll take care of that one. All right, then we also have is that this one? Utility adjustment,
No, there's a normal plan.
area plan, okay. Just this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Sergio Melendez, who owns the resident at 7649 East US 30, the old restaurant property, would like to ask that the council approve the vacating of the easement to the west end of the property that borders 621 Miller Street, owned by Sam Lehman. He says he's had 3 surveys done and they all show something different. He would like to put up a fence. It says roadside alley, 16.5 feet on the north side of lots 1 and 2. There's a platted right-of-way that was platted, 1 rod side alley that was plotted 3 rods, so 49.5 feet. The only survey Ken see is from back in 92.
That was from area plan.
Oh, the only survey area plan can see is
Yeah,
from
yeah.
92. Gotcha.
So, you know, commissioners have surveys or something.
Yeah,
I have some clearer copies, I don't know if it helps, but I mean, just show at least what,
there you go.
it's not.
He wants to take it all the way back to his property, right?
I guess I would be concerned that if he's had 3 surveys done and they all 3 showed a different location, that would seem a little suspicious to me.
Yeah, exactly where that property line is.
Yeah.
I mean, and do they indicate where they were putting the fence? I mean, I assume they're putting it on the edge of this parcel. But, you know, it has to be so far back from the property line anyway. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure. You know,
Yeah, what he's
maybe just
gaining.
Pull it back, you know, if the
Yeah.
survey is not clear.
I'm not familiar with this property.
It's the old truck stop.
I mean, the specific piece he's talking about. I know the old truck stop area, but I don't know.
So it looks like
Does it go right to where the
Does he
little
want-
empty lots are there,
do
where the old house used
this
to be?
road or this road? Because this is still one full.
Yeah, it looks like right here is where he's wanting to put the fence evidently.
Because if it's back by, because it mentions Lehman's property, which is this one.
Yeah,
So I would say it's back here and it looks like Lehman's property is already approaching on that anyway.
does the county do a survey? Wouldn't they be the official one?
No.
Or you have to hire a
They
surveyor?
ought to
They
hire,
have to hire a surveyor.
they ought to hire a surveyor.
And I
Yeah.
wonder if they had the actual survey completed, or if they just had a surveyor kind of take a rough look at it, because, I mean, to pay for 3 surveys, like that's.
Yeah,
significant.
that's what I
It's a
thought.
significant
Expensive.
cost, yeah. I mean, normally when you have someone approaching the council about vacating a street or an alley, you know, they have to petition the council. So they would normally be required to hire their own attorney to make sure a proper survey is done by a surveyor, and then we draft a formal petition on their behalf to the council to say,
Gotcha.
we're asking to vacate. They would have to send out notices to all the adjoining members. To, basically, it's a process that they would
Yeah.
need assistance to do, and it's not something the county does or the town does.
Yeah.
We would just basically approve if that were the case.
Yeah.
So my guess is what they're asking right now is just, would you generally be in favor of doing so before they go to all that trouble of
Gotcha.
having the official survey done, hiring an attorney to prepare those petitions and so forth?
I mean, I would just clarify that with them because, just to make sure that they're aware of that,
Yeah,
that they need to do all
those
that.
things.
And then, I mean, other than that, I mean,
yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do right now, other than,
I don't think
Other
that
than
we'll
just
ever
probably-
put a road in there, so.
Would you be inclined, is there any issue with, I mean, again, without, sometimes Casey would comment that, oh, we have utilities there, this would be a
Oh,
concern
yeah.
in that area. That's something that, you might be able to check into.
Right, yeah.
But otherwise, I mean, I think it's, again, just, would you be inclined to do so if they properly
Right.
petition it?
Yeah.
There aren't any issues that come up as a result of that petition.
I don't know, thoughts? I say we table it until,
Proper.
yeah, they have their
Just to get
proper
some more.
due diligence done. Okay, I would vote that we table it.
Yeah.
Motion,
Motion.
second, motion and a second, all in favor, say aye. We'll table this until they do their proper due diligence. Okay, that takes care of that. Regency Estates has requested an adjustment of their late fee on their account. They have a late fee of $223.91. And it appears that we tend to go above and beyond for them, and they consistently do not pay on time. What's the clerk's thoughts on that account?
I wouldn't do it, but, yeah, they cause us more work than any other company in town.
Is that right?
Yeah, we email right off the bat, when bills are done, we email it to them. Then you have 5, 6 people throughout the month calling, asking for copies of bills, it just never stops.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the payment comes late.
Do we do any late fees with them?
Yeah,
That's what they're
That's what they're wanting us to
wanting. They're
drop
wanting
off.
late
They're
fees
wanting
written
to not-
off. Yeah, yeah. I am not in
Is this
favor of
ongoing?
approving that. Yeah, it's an ongoing problem. Because their late fees are up to $223.91.
That was one late fee.
That's one? Yeah,
We-
and it's consistent. Yeah. I move that we not approve writing it off, that the late fees stand.
Second.
Got a motion and a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you. All right. Did you want to read that notice?
This one?
Yeah.
Or the notes, the questions first.
Oh, yeah, yes, do that first.
Okay, so this is gonna be a little lengthy, but we had a citizen send us an email about some questions. So the first question is the creator of Paragon Medical offered to pay in full a bathroom at Brower Park. He had only one request: the Chamber of Commerce would take turns keeping the bathrooms clean. It was offered twice. Twice the chamber said no. Now the town council wants to use the town money and money from other grant monies to pay for the bathroom that was free before. Our response to that question is I understand the frustration surrounding the previous donation offer from the restrooms at Brower Park. However, it's important to remember that those decisions or discussions and decisions took place years before any of the current council members were serving in this position. None of us had the opportunity to participate in or influence those decisions. It's also important to recognize that Paragon Medical is now under different ownership and management. The donation that was offered in the past is no longer available, and the current company has not expressed any willingness to fund the project. The question before the council today is not whether we should have accepted an offer years ago, but whether providing restroom facilities at Brower Park is a worthwhile investment for the community now. While people may disagree on the best way to fund the project, the current council must make decisions based on the circumstances that exist today, not on opportunities that are no longer available. So question number 2 was, the park board had an agreement for a free basketball court, and all the board had to do was buy the hoops for it. So So we did. The end result, the town council paid over $35,000 plus out of the K-21 Foundation. Again, the same company that was doing it for free, the town council paid over $35,000. Our answer to this one was, as I understand it, Chris Staley did an one-time offer to install a basketball court at the community park at no cost, with the town only responsible for purchasing the hoops. However, the later K-21 community project was much more than just a basketball court. Lexlow Contracting submitted the lowest bid, receiving for the project. The town received a $200,000 K-21 grant and a $10,000 grant from the Kosciuszko County Community Foundation, and used a $5,000 donation designated for the pickleball tennis court as matching funds. Additional costs, including $1,580 from the park non-reverting fund and $10,000 from the seeded fund, was for dugouts. The total project exceeded the original funding package by approximately $6,580. The specifications for the project reportedly exceeded $300,000. The specifications exceeded $300,000, and other bids were close to that amount. By accepting Lexlow's bid, the community appears to have saved well over $75,000 compared to other proposals, while receiving a complete park improvement project that included far more than just basketball courts. For that reason, I don't believe it's accurate to say the town paid $35,000 for something that was once offered for free. Looking at all the overall project, the savings generated by the lowest bid more than offset the value of the basketball courts. One could reasonably agree that the community received the basketball courts and additional improvements while still coming out substantially ahead because of the savings realized on the large project. Question 3, there's a junk van with 2022 license plate stored at the water plant. The van belongs to a town councilman. I'm sure IDEM is not going to like that. Who gave him permission? Question mark. We have ordinances for junk cars, expired plates, and no insurance. The answer to this, to clarify the situation, the van in question does not belong to the town council member. It was donated to the town police department by Chauncey earlier this year, approximately in January, for use in the law enforcement training exercises. The vehicle is being temporarily stored at the shooting range and is scheduled to be used for training this summer before being removed and disposed of by Reichert's. It is also worth noting that the vehicle is located within a secured area of the town property. Given its location, questions have been raised about how anyone would have been able to view the license plate or take photos of the vehicle without entering restricted areas. Photographs have been taken of the posted signs and gate locations documenting the residents' restricted nature of the area. Before accusations are made about ordinance violations, familiarization, or improper use of town property, it is important to have all of the facts. In this case, the vehicle is being used for legitimate public safety purpose and is not a privately stored vehicle belonging to the council member. Question 4, if you want to put another sidewalk on Catholic Street from 3rd to 1st, when was this approved? The answer, the Catholic Street, 3rd Street sidewalk project was discussed and approved in a public meeting on February 10th. The town council approved Zach Dripp's request for a letter of intent to be submitted by the clerk for the CAP grant application. Then on May 12th, the town council approved moving forward with the actual CAP grant application for the project. Zach Drips was present at both meetings and requested council approval to proceed. These actions were taken during regular monthly council meetings and were voted on publicly. Anyone interested in details can review the meeting minutes from February 10th and May 12th, where the discussions and approvals are documented. It's perfectly reasonable for residents to ask questions about projects, but in this case, the project was not done without approval. The council considered the request in open meetings and voted to move forward with the grant process. The same citizen gave me this letter, wanted it read tonight. Said, I came in here today prepared to say many true but unflattering things about this town council on what they are doing to this town. Pearston and the residents are worth fighting for. We can't keep putting Band-Aids on our basic infrastructure. We've had residents with sewer in their basements. The lift station broke down again. Drains clogged everywhere. Many more items can be listed, but I want to focus on a resolution. Number one, the clerk's office charges the town to clean community building and senior citizen building. You're moving the clerk's office into the senior building. Monday through Friday, the public has a bathroom to use while in the park or shopping. When there is an event, the event holder can pay for the use of bathrooms. This means no spending of money to put the bathroom up at park. Number two, Bradstall's properties are dangerous. They have flea-infested cats and animals everywhere. Buildings collapsing. Putting a lien on it means nothing. Every now and then, you run a bush hog through it because it's that bad. A lien on it is not a cure. Yes, it costs money, but go after him hard and heavy. Decades of liens is shameful. And number three, a sidewalk from Third to Catholic is not needed. Listen to the people. The residents are very discouraged in volunteering or doing anything because of the negative responses they get. Maybe if the town council changes, then residents will start being more involved with town activities.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now, do I get to stand up because that was about me?
If at the citizens' comment section, you may, absolutely. Police Department.
The first thing I want to talk about is, Myra and I have been talking, typically when the officer comes back from the academy and they have their 1 year on, they typically get a pay increase. There was some error on that, so I'm requesting that Officer Baker get his 1 year pay increase.
Can I make a comment? Okay. There really wasn't an error before we had that contract, whatever, and it was in the contract. So this was not, I believe, in the contract he signed. His contract was for level 1, he ended up going level 2. So I just wanted to make sure he gets the $2 increase.
Yes, and we did talk about this pay increase.
Yeah, and in the
before.
state, there's not gonna be a level 1 and level 2 anymore, they're disbanding, it's just gonna be
Yeah.
tier 1, and everybody's like, we don't have time to get into it, but everybody's gonna be level 1 certified, you're just gonna be a police officer now, so there won't be a need for that.
Yeah, and we did talk about the pay increase when we sent him to, I remember that well from that meeting. So I would move that we approve Officer Baker's increase in pay since he completed the academy.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you.
And then the next couple of things were just, I've submitted some updated and new ordinances under review, just about the golf cart ordinance and the ATV ordinance. Hopefully in the next month or two, we can roll that out, just get it refined. Speaking about ordinance violations, the crew and I have been out door to door, talking to people, like we said, a lot of informational. We've had a ton of people just complying, trying to work out a means to get everybody in compliance, helping them out, because I totally understand like where everybody's at. And so I just want to give you guys an update. Like, we're 30 days into, or a month into it. We've seen 10 to 12 properties. People are getting rid of cars, they're cleaning things up. We're trying to find assistance for people that need sheds, garage, things like that taken care of, people that need yards mowed, and things like that. So been extremely pleased with that, really happy with that. And so, we're gonna go through next week and the following weeks, make contact with people again, say, hey, this is your 30-day official reminder. You know, next time we meet, we'll talk potentially about citations, about moving cars or getting things cleaned up. But as long as people have been working towards it, that's all we're asking for. So that's been very great. Switching gears a little bit, I got notification from the state, we did not get the electric vehicle grant. Disappointed. I have a meeting with them next week to go over the reasons why we didn't get it. Wynonna Lake didn't get it either, so. Actually, no police department that I know of got it.
Wow.
So, yeah. So we'll just have to explore a different option for a vehicle for next year. And haven't got any bites on the ordinance officer yet. We're having a little technical difficulty with the website there. We're gonna post it on Facebook and word of mouth.
Okay,
That's all I got for you.
very good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work. You guys are doing a great job for us. Street Department. Anybody here from streets? All right. This was submitted for the council. The lift station pump was repaired and installed on 5/28. The second pump for the lift station will be put back in this week. The fire hydrant will be installed at the corner of 7th and Walnut this month. Mulching in Brower Park will begin this month. The 4 parking spaces that were previously identified to be removed on State Road 13 have been taken out officially. They were able to, the sidewalk curbing had been painted yellow, but you could still see the parking spot lines, and people were still parking in those spaces. So they were eventually able to get those lines marked out better. So, and I have noticed that there are fewer people parking in those spots. Noah is registered to start his water treatment review course, which we're very pleased about. We'll start that on July 30th. Matt from Asbury talked with Noah today. The clarifier chain is broken and Asbury can do this for us at their standard hourly rate. This was on the IDEM report. We did receive an IDEM report. I believe you saw it, of several things that needed to be addressed. And Noah would like to have approval to have Asbury take care of this repair. And I believe,
We did that.
and they did, yeah. So we should be fine there.
I got a question on that. I thought we were having both of them taking the classes, or is it just Noah?
You have to put
I don't-
so many hours in before you can take the
Yeah, I don't-
class.
Yeah.
He's not ready yet.
You
Yeah,
have- you have to
Ethan
do-
Ethan's
doesn't
not
have
ready
enough
yet.
hours, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was part of it.
Yeah, long-term, yes, we'd like to
He
have
doesn't
them
have
both.
enough hours yet.
But he doesn't have enough hours experience yet to be able to sign up for the class. Yeah. Okay, clerk's report.
Okay, previously the roof was approved, but I didn't know where the money was gonna come from, so I just want to approve for that to be paid $12,000 from the CCI fund. That leaves a balance in that fund of $14,638.75 for future budget needs. There's no longer any funds coming into that, so once that's gone, that's gone. And then the balance of $33,133.25 from the seeded fund.
And that's for the roof repairs at the senior center
Yes.
building,
Yes.
okay? And that 12,000 will wipe that account out, right?
No, we've got 14.
14,000.
Oh, it'll leave the 14, gotcha. There's no more
But there's
coming
no more
in.
after that 14.
Gotcha,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was confused by that one, okay. All right.
Make a motion, we accept those two.
Okay,
I'll second.
got a motion and a second to approve that distribution. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay,
I received a quote for a service contract for the generators. That would be the generator here at this building and the one at the water plant. They were for 2 years, but I'm not sure how long we'll be here, so I had them change the one for this building for 1 year. So the majority of the work that is done in the fall and then just an inspection in the spring, so that will cover us till next spring. And then for the water plant, it'd be the 2-year contract. That was for $1,784.
Okay, I move that we approve the $1,784 for the inspection of the generators.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay,
In the conversion of our software with the water audit due, I'm not sure how that's going to come over. And our representative is on vacation this week, and I asked, just sent to support, and I got 2 different answers. So Keystone Utility can give us a 3-month read-only access for $280.63. I would just like council to approve conditional, so when our rep gets back and I confirm with him whether we really need to do that or don't do that, we can if we need to. I'm hoping we don't. but-
yeah. I think that for $280, I think that's a no-brainer. I move that we approve the $280 conditional to if it's needed.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay,
And for informational purposes, the 2027 terminal service data agreement with the county for the police department will increase by 10%. The amount will be $641.25, and the actual invoice to pay comes towards the end of the year.
okay,
They're having a community dinner during Pierceton Days Festival, and I'll be paying for napkins to help with that
okay.
out of the PR fund. Vicki and I will be attending the State Board of Accounts School from July 13th to 16th in Michigan City, and this is a call to meeting and will be paid from the general unappropriated appropriation.
Okay,
That's one that does need approval because it's called to meeting. And then bulk water sales, want to revisit that in September 13, 2021, the council suspended bulk water sales. There were several reasons. I think it was mostly unmetered and there was some theft and we couldn't account for it was taken or whatever. And so, it's come up now with the fire department filling the pools. So I just, if there's some kind of an agreement, if that happens, I would like to have a meter installed at the fire department. NOAA contacted Utility Supply and trying to get a price, because it's not the same size meter as the skid we bought. I think he said it's a 1.5. I'm trying not to read through everything. I know there were, when I was going back trying to find the minutes for that, there were probably 6 separate minutes where it was discussed about the fire department giving records of the water usage, and I don't think we've still gotten that. So, that's where our water audit suffers, because it shows us a loss that we can't account for. So if we get a meter, if there's a way we can set up an account, the meter will be read each month, and then when they turn in the numbers, then we can adjust off for that.
I know we talked about it at when I first came on.
when we
Well,
first got on council,
yeah,
there was
I
a
think
discussion
we
about
talked
that
about
too.
it. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It'd
we
just be a way
we
of
do need to
tracking.
meter it by no means, so, yeah. I mean, we can get that done, that'd be great.
Yeah, and we just read meter monthly, just the same, and whatever's used for,
Now, if they use the
Whatever they can
hydrants,
count.
is that different?
if they what?
If they actually
It's
pull off the hydrant
Still,
for a house fire?
it's not metered in.
Well, that is already paid for through general fund as hydrant rental. It comes out of taxpayer money, property tax money, and goes directly to the water department. So that will be covered through the rental. But we'd still need like a number of what was used, like an estimate of how many gallons or whatever. Just get better water audit. They've not been
I
good.
mean, they do have a new chief, so he's not, doesn't know all the
Well, it's kind of a
answers.
good thing to bring up then, because,
So-
I mean, back in 2022,
Sure.
I think we've been through a couple of chiefs since then.
Just saying that.
So as I see it, we got a couple of issues. One is the water meter,
Yes,
metering the water.
correct.
The other issue is then, do we allow them to use water to fill swimming pools, right?
And how do we account for that?
How do we
I'm
account?
still trying to figure out how to bill for it, because you bill different for bulk. So I'm
Okay.
trying to find, I found what we billed, the last time we billed it out was 2021, it was August 2021. And so that's what we paid per 1,000 gallons,
And who pays for that?
whoever uses the water.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
okay.
But we've had water increases, so I'm trying to figure out what the new amount is, and I haven't been able to figure that out.
So who would the money actually go to then?
The water department.
We'll come back to the water department. So, all right, well, I say we got the two issues. So
Right.
first of all, I would move that we approve the installation of a water meter to measure the bulk water being taken. That's the first issue, is accounting for that water.
Anytime they use water from that,
Yeah, it would be metered
Yeah,
anytime.
it'd be metered, so the meter would be read every month.
My understanding, no charge, just taking that number and subtracting it for our audit.
Right.
Yeah,
But there won't be a fee.
yeah, but it's actually just measuring the amount of water that's being used.
Right. We started, open an account,
Okay.
like, so that it can go in with the others and just be read.
Okay, so I got a motion,
I'll second
got a
that.
motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay, that's the first issue. Second issue is then, do we want to allow town water to be sold, to be used to fill personal swimming pools? And I don't know that I have a strong feeling one way or the other. It's a lot of water, but how many swimming pools do we have in town? Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it's a hit and miss. I mean,
There just has to be a process.
Matt, you're with the fire department, tell us, give us
I
some
guess
insight.
just from my understanding from years in the past, I don't know why they're looking at doing it, because their insurance never liked it because of the lawsuits that they had come through. Other departments had come through with it. But with that being said, I mean, yeah, I don't know how you stipulate whether it's only town residents or if they're gonna be filling a pool
Township
down
or
in
county,
Sydney or
yeah.
down in, Columbia City, because Columbia City doesn't do it, so they call up here and say, oh yeah, we'll drive to Columbia City and fill it. So, yeah,
And then how we monitor that
right.
Yeah.
usage, the gallons for that.
I mean, I guess if it's metered on the,
But then if we're not charging,
right,
Yeah,
how do we?
yeah.
but they
How
should
do
be
you
able to
determine
keep
what is
track
the
of how
amount
much
they
they do
use?
take,
I would think
regardless.
prior to any decisions making, like, if we can't get the fire chief in to have a discussion on this topic.
maybe we could do that at an executive session to just have the discussion, and then we could make a final decision.
I'd have to check the statute, I don't know if that would be allowed, but I can certainly look.
Okay,
Yeah. And if not, it could then be a special meeting that
Yeah.
at least allows you, it would be open to the public, but
Yeah.
it would allow you some more time. So you
Yeah.
devote an hour, 45
Right.
minutes or whatever to have that
Yeah.
lengthy
Yeah.
discussion.
That would
and
be
again, I
even
don't
a
know that I
special
have a
meeting,
strong
yeah.
feeling one way or the other, but it's the governance, how do you
Because I
manage?
think you would probably want the fire chief and the trustee to
Yeah.
attend that meeting.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we talked about the water audit.
I'm looking. Okay.
Like clerk's office is gonna be closed.
Yeah, clerk's office is going to be closed on June 18th and June 23rd for the training on the new billing software. We plan to go live on June 26th. The bills that will come out the 1st of July will be from the old system. And then residents can access their online account starting in July. The invoice won't show on there because it's from the other system, but they can still make a payment. In order to get on the online system, you need to have provided the town with an email address that you'll be using to access that account, because we'll put it in and that's what will trigger that you can pull up your account. It'll connect to your account. And then you can make credit card payments there, e-check payments, and they are considerable less than Doxo or PayGov, so we are gonna remove Doxo and PayGov from our website and ask that people, go to their online account or call the office and we can run that for them. It'll save you a good bit of money. The e-checks, I believe, are $1.50 per e-check, and the credit card, debit card fees are 3.5% straight. Right now, you pay, if you do it yourself online, you pay $3.95 anything, $100 and under, and then it goes up after that. So if you're paying, $50, you're gonna have a smaller payment.
And is that something you can send out on the Reach Alert
We will be-
system?
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be doing a lot of stuff, let everybody know about that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, you'll be able to get your emails, your gallons. You can save your payment information on there, just go in and click it. Starting in August, because there will be an invoice on there, you have to wait till there's an invoice shown on the account. At that point, you can set up for recurring payments, and I know a lot of people want to do that. To provide your email address, you can call in here, with the mainline number, you can text the mainline number or email office@pearson.org and we'll get that email address on there. We can start doing that right away. We can put it in the current system and when they do the conversion, we'll just pull right over. So if you want to, do online payments, that's the way to do it. Upcoming events, the next month, the council meeting will be Tuesday, July 14th at 6:30. We have an executive session now scheduled for Wednesday, June 17th at 5:30. Townwide garage sales will be June 12th and 13th. The annual spring trash pickup day will be on Saturday, June 20th, and we did receive some restrictions from Stafford's. They said no, of course, no oil, paint, chemicals, tires, no refrigerators, and no old box style TVs. If you have a flat screen or something, that's fine, pick it up, but no old box style. Pearson Days will be held on July 17th and 18th, and the Tomato Festival will be on August 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Excellent. Anything else? Okay, we have our monthly claim docket to be approved for a grand total of $124,542.39. That's a little less than we're used to seeing. We had a good month this month. I did not see anything out of line that's not normal expenditures, and I would move that we approve the claim docket for the June 9th meeting.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Okay, and I think that was it. Now we're ready for citizen comments. What's that?
Recreation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, come on down.
They
Thank
took-
you. I'm
took it
so
off.
sorry.
Oh, yeah. It is.
Huh?
It is on there, yeah.
Yeah. My sincerest apologies. Excuse me, we'll get you as soon as we get this report.
Okay, so, to my knowledge, the only people that turned in to be on the Parks and Recs, committee is me, Georgia, and Alita, is that correct?
As far as I know,
Yes,
yeah.
that's all I've got.
That's all we got.
Okay, so, I have a lot, I'm sorry. To begin, I have quotes. I sent you guys the quotes, I don't know if you've seen them yet.
I have not.
So I have a quote for our new rule sign. It's for Drivecraft, and it would take 2 to 4 weeks to get it in. It is a die-bond sign, so it's got plastic in the middle and then the metal on both sides. It would be one-sided sign, so it would be mounted exactly the same as one is mounted out there right now, $407.
And that's, it is metal to where it's not gonna be damaged like the,
I mean, if you throw a baseball at it, it's still gonna ding.
but it's not gonna
But it's
shatter it.
not gonna shatter it, and it's not gonna go through it.
Yeah.
The other thing, is to repaint the larger sign that's wooden, that's out in front. It's $50 for a gallon of outdoor white paint.
Okay.
There's also, signs on Seventh and Elm and Seventh and Pine, the community park signs that are just, they look terrible. One of them's like bent and wobbly and everything. I found really great signs. In that quote from Greg Beth, they did give us, a quote for the signs. They were like $35 a sign or something, which is just, that's a little bit much, I think, personally. But you can get them off Amazon for like 15 to 20 bucks.
Wow.
Or much brighter. So I would say we need 5 of those at minimum.
Which signs were those?
So those are the signs on Seventh and Elm, Seventh and Pine, Warsaw Pearson Road. And then I think that we need 2 more signs that are actually on
13.
State Road 13.
Yeah, because there's nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing
I
at
thought it was
all
on
on
her
13 that says
email,
that there's
but-
even a park back there.
Yeah,
I gotta do a text.
So those signs, 15 to 20 bucks a piece. That's 5 of them, so that for approval. So all of that in total that I just told you, equals $527.
I think that sounds very reasonable.
I'll make a motion, we,
Approve the sign
approve the
orders.
signs purchase.
Okay,
I'll second
got a
that.
motion and a second to approve
Huh?
all of those signs. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign.
Just on the funds, now is that, if we don't have it in the park fund, can it be pulled from the sign fund?
No.
Or is that on the street sign only?
I would say we take the non-reverting part fund, but for the non-reverting part fund, I do need your approval, council approval to spend out of it. So if you do a conditional approval, it's not in the park fund, to take it out of non-reverting.
Yeah, we'll add that through, yeah.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
add
make
that
that
to the
up.
motion.
Yeah.
Yep, so move to purchase and then conditional if the money's not in the park fund, that we approve to take it out of the non-reverting park fund. Got a second? Motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Got it.
Okay, I have a question about the amphitheater.
About
The
amphitheater.
Do we charge people to use it?
No one uses it.
I don't think we have in the past. When my church used it in the past, the town did not charge us.
Okay, so does that go with that gazebo that's back behind, where you like circle around in the back of the park, there's a gazebo back there?
The
The
pavilions?
pavilion,
The pavilion, yes, gazebo pavilion.
that I don't know.
No, yeah, there's never been any charge for those
No
either.
charges.
It's just because it's part of the club, you know,
I mean,
It was like a reserve
park,
thing.
you know, park.
it used to be that people could come in
Take care of it.
and tell a clerk that they wanted to reserve it, but
They will, they still tell us that they want to reserve it, we just tell them, we don't reserve, they will put a sign on that.
First come, first served.
first come, first served, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
As far as like, I would like to see things using the amphitheater more, whether it's concerts, movies.
So in order to
so-
do that, getting to that, but,
Oh, okay.
there's a lot that needs done down in the park, which, I have a proposal that we do an event cleanup day on June 28th from noon to 2. And no one would have to be involved in this, or else I'm gonna have to go around, Lex will be involved, you know, there's a big white, bags, plastic wrap that's set back by team number 2.
I think it's mulch.
It's mulch
Yeah.
for the playground.
Yep.
I don't know how long it's sit there, but let's put it on the playground. Like, let's make our playground look
Yep.
amazing. So, that is what I wanna do on that day.
Do you, I mean, I don't know if that's some of the mulch that he's using for the Broward Park.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so, only because that's been up there before we ever
I
started the
think it was
Broward
the
Park.
K-21. The K-21
Okay.
Yeah,
grant.
yeah, because I was on to Casey about what do we need to do to get that used, get it used up, so it's for the park.
Well, right now it's blocking T2, and we have this beautiful new, this golf course. The sign should be in the next 2 weeks. They're at the printer. I talked to, Keaton. And so hopefully next 2 weeks we'll have signs, because people are looking confused on where to go.
Yeah,
But yeah, they blocked T2 right now, so it's terrible.
yeah.
So is that a yes on June 28th, where from noon to 2, they can put out a
Sure.
community event, we can ask everybody for help?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Never put it on
Yeah.
bridge too. I mean,
The amphitheater, I think more people would use it if it wasn't overgrown. Weeds are just, and that's why people don't use it, it's a big eyesore too. So we get whoever maintains that part of it, to go out there and weed whack it and put some grass killer and stuff down, that there would be
And I will coordinate that with Mo.
yes.
Yeah.
Um,
I do know when we used the amphitheater in the past, we often had to do some cleanup before we could use it. And one of the worst things was for people walking down into the amphitheater, the railroad ties had rotted. And so the steps were bad and the gravel was washing out. So that's something else that we could hopefully try to get repaired.
I can check into that one, see if I can, maybe some buildings and stuff to help us there.
Mhm.
On that note, so this golf course I already went over, I have a quote, I don't know who's went out and looked, but, at the softball diamond, there's siding falling off of that building and parts of like the window and stuff like that, all falling off. It's really bad too, but I might have a donor. I'm not gonna put out names yet, but in the next week I should know if we have a donor that'll come in and just redo it for us.
Excellent.
Other than drinking fountains. Are the drinking fountains broke?
I have no idea.
Because they didn't get turned on last year. And those were donated to us and they look decently cleaned up a little bit, but, is that another thing too?
I would
I
think,
don't-
yeah, I don't know. I would assume since they have to turn the water onto the restrooms, I would assume it'd be the same thing for the fountains.
So I think all the other stuff is a Noah thing, and he's not here,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I think that's everything.
Okay,
Ju-
thank you very
If you
much.
still have
Appreciate it.
quotes, you just email it to me.
Email it to you now.
Yeah, because I put it in for council tax and then I'll look for the money and I'll be ready.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank
Do
you
you
very
want-
much. All right, now, I apologize. Now we're ready for citizen comments.
Here is Plainville. I followed your rules 2 weeks ago. I put in,
Just sign those.
we put on the agenda, gave you the reasons why, and the way that you perform that is mind-boggling. I am the person that had questions for the town, and it was to point out the bathroom scenarios that you keep wanting to put in. Now, we've had companies in the past who wanted to put these in, and for stipulations, and everything got shot down. The K-21 money, we were redoing the bathrooms up at the park up there with them, and we were doing, all parks were gonna get something done. So now we're still with a 50-year-old bathroom up there. But you're moving the town's office up there at the senior building, which will be closing at the end of the month. So why not utilize those bathrooms Monday through Friday? And then if somebody has an event, charge them to clean it. Did you have a problem the last night
Last time for what?
when you let them use the bathrooms?
They're not made for commercial use, so they wouldn't hold up to.
Not through a motorcycle a few years ago, never used it.
Not that I know of, I've never listened to this.
Well, you charge the town to clean those, correct?
Yes, yes, they're clean, for the seniors.
Right, and you charge them for this one.
Not her though, it's a cleaning company.
It's a cleaning company.
Right, but the clerk's office charges the town, right?
The town pays for the cleaning.
Okay, there we go.
It's,
So it's what we're saying, utilize what we have, why not open that up to do that? It's not gonna be event every weekend, charge the event holder something, that way you're saving money, okay? Now, on the park, on the basketball thing, we put the original park board, we put a big, got quotes and everything, the town council approved it. It was for every one of the parks that were gonna get something. New playground equipment, mainly the concession stand and everything. Everything got approved. The town council blindsided everybody, and the end result was, there was a pickleball court and a basketball court. The only reason we mentioned the basketball court, because it was free, and we bought the hoops. If we knew there was gonna be a charge, the park board would have just thrown it out and put that money towards something else. But the whole park board, and every one of us could stand up and say, you guys blindsided and took control of everything. And what people see is a pickleball court and a basketball court. But nothing's been in the paper that this stuff has been done, come out there and utilize it. What we've ended up, this is the first year in 50 years that we don't have a T-ball, ball games going up there. First time. People that volunteered before have gotten tired of the way they're talked to. And we got it. We got blindsided by you guys. Not fair. Okay. I did come in with all these questions, but I also came in today with open arms and saying, let's try to find a resolution to all of this stuff. People are quitting. They're not volunteering for nothing here. All of you guys can say that. People just quit because they're not being talked to appropriately. You want to do more projects. In April, I came and asked the town, could you postpone projects? We have people underwater. We have sewage coming into people's basements. We have lift stations popping that we just kept repairing. We have to quit putting Band-Aids on our infrastructure and fix these. And people, if you went after Brad Stahl, I'm rattling because I'm so furious on how you just treated me on your agenda thing. I'm so,
it wasn't an agenda item, it was
I
citizens
asked to
court.
be put on that.
But that doesn't mean
agenda.
you're gonna be put on, that's meaning,
The way you presented it, Matt, disappointed in you. You've given how many years to this town? How many?
a lot.
Yeah, and what you're doing now, shame on you. And nobody went through there. When you walked through the walk path, everybody saw a car up there. Everybody went to the town employees, even the town superintendent. We have no idea what that is. Who put that up there? So no, nobody was aware of you donating that. Was it donated after? I don't know.
That was donated approximately the first of the year.
First of the year, no, nobody knew
It
about
was done
Oh,
actually prior, before that.
okay, and then people are seeing, they want it, the police department is doing ordinances, but right off the bat, they saw the junk car there. So that's why I did bring it up. I wasn't bringing your name up. That it ain't, but that's what it made it sound like.
When I did that, I tried to do everything right. I asked everybody. I'm just saying, I asked a lot of people before it even happened. And then we agreed and it happened. Once I was done with it, then Rikers
See
came
how
and picked
easy
it up.
that could have been taken care of? But no, this was just thrown out to make it look like a bunch of babbling people upset. No, that was not it. Not it at all. And I'm ashamed of it. Ashamed of what you just did. I can't believe it. And people, if that's running, the people are gonna see what was just done. and they're gonna come up, you think they're gonna volunteer? People are quitting. Look, our the EMS is gone, the fire department, there's barely anybody on that, the police department, our town employees are quitting. There's a reason behind this. Think about it. What else do I gotta say? Cause I'm just rattled, I just can't believe it. The park board was doing many things up there, and now they're asking for the same thing, which I commend them, because it needed to be done. But we didn't get the support from you guys. We thought we had all the ducks in the row, and now you want to do it again and use other money. How do we feel insecure about that? Brad Stahl has properties that has mosquitoes, flea-ridden cats, hedgehogs. All of the grass on some of that stuff is this thing. For 10 years, you guys write liens. Every year, you write a lien and nothing gets done. I'm telling you, if you took a large part of the money and went after them and took care of that, people would probably change their attitude and start coming and start to help. But with things like this getting done, people having raw sewage, people having water everywhere, everything breaking and you're putting a Band-Aid on it, it's not working. So now, tell me how to fix this. Tell me my 30 years that I put in this town with the EMS, the park board, everybody needing something, we all help. You tell me that wasn't in vain. Now you tell me how you're gonna fix this. Fix my attitude.
Annie, are you gonna run for council?
Oh, no,
Well, you should.
because I'm not
That's how you make a
qualified.
difference. If they're not doing good enough, you should run.
Well, last year I asked all of you to step down, remember that?
Well, we're not stepping down.
And things, so I'm just seeing the hole
Well,
being dug.
I will be stepping down in December, so
There you go. This is fine.
What till then though? What are you gonna fix now?
I've been doing the best I can.
Okay.
If you
Did
know,
that water meter with the fire department and them using it, you knew, I just sat there and told Paula, I said, the town approved a water meter.
and I was told by
Right.
Casey that there couldn't be a meter put on that.
When
Yeah,
was
so
that?
I was looking into it. Casey told me the same thing.
Casey said there's no way of putting a meter on that, so.
And you were supposed to then give a list of when fire departments came and used water, correct?
When I was chief, I did.
Yep. Did you let him know? Did you let him know?
I wasn't even on the board,
Or
was
no,
I?
right now in this meeting that we were trying to do that. No, you guys, well, we need a meter, we need a meter. Don't sit there like that, I'm just, you knew because of, it was coming down the pipe, Matt, and then they said, put a meter out there. And the last words were, we're gonna work on it. And how many years ago was that?
And we tried, and Casey said it couldn't happen.
And did you keep looking at it? Well, how are you gonna make it happen now?
Supposedly, there's another company that says they can, so.
Right, and also with the one on Mill Street. You look through your minutes, and it was, they can't vacate that. People here know things because they've been involved in this town, but you won't ask, and people won't volunteer.
I
because-
resent that remark. Now, that is just about enough. Because we have a public meeting every month that this floor is open and people are allowed to come just like you do. And who comes? Nobody comes. I've been on this council for 2.5 years and we've tried to get some things done. And before I got on this council, I've been holding back and I'm just gonna let it rip.
Let it
I'm
go.
sorry.
Let it go.
Because before I got on this council, I would have considered several people in this town friends and neighbors of mine. But since I got on this council and they don't get their way, all of a sudden we've become the spawns of Satan because we're trying to do some good things for the town. I can't answer for things that happened 10 years ago or even 2.5 years ago. I've been trying to do what I know and what I would like to see done in this town. And I've gotten lots of good support. And I resent the fact that we're being held accountable for things that happened 10 years ago.
Now, you're exaggerating.
No, I'm not,
Come
Annie.
to these meetings, I've even asked you.
You're
Come-
one person. And second meeting, you ask us to resign and we hadn't even had a chance to do anything yet.
Yeah.
How fair is that to us?
Because you told us to, I'm not gonna listen to nobody no more. You had your everything.
No, no,
already
no,
laid
no,
out.
no.
The park board has asked you in the beginning, and you drink of water.
Go ahead.
Now dry up. The park board asked you to come to meetings. You sat there, I'll go to meetings. How many meetings did you come to?
I came to several meetings until I realized that nothing was happening. It was a gab session. And then I thought, well, if nothing's happening, I can't contribute. I couldn't make a decision in the park board. I had to come and listen. That was it. And I came to several meetings and nothing was
You
happening.
came to, I'm gonna push it to 2.
No,
When you
there were
first
more than
started.
that.
Well, check the minutes because it'd be in there.
Sure,
Check
I'll
the
do that.
minutes And things,
Yeah.
we've asked you to do things, Glenn, and you don't wanna talk about it. You even have, when you did your little spiel of, you can only talk this many minutes, and that is it.
Yep, that's good organization for a meeting because this meeting belongs to the
That's
council.
why people don't wanna come in here.
I don't believe that.
Do you?
I don't believe
Is this running?
Yeah, it's right. Well, not the camera, but the audio is. It's being
Well, I hope
recorded.
that's running because people are walking in to watch it.
Good, I'm
And we
glad.
walk through town.
I'm
Do you
glad.
want people to volunteer to help?
Yes, I do. I would love
Are
that.
they?
I don't know. I don't know because
Are
I
they?
don't coordinate the volunteers.
No. Are you seeing people do this?
No.
No.
But we're not the only area that's not seeing
Volunteerism is dropping
everywhere.
everywhere, every town, everywhere.
Okay.
It's
There's
the new
something.
generation. It's just the way things are.
Okay. The Lions Club dissolved.
Yeah.
And they gave a $1,500 donation to the park board.
Okay,
The park board had voted to put in a flagpole up there, a big
Mhm.
one up there. That was 2 years ago, and which we're going on to 3. We have a flag that a 20-year retired veteran, who then went on to be a 15-year State Department, gave his flag to the town of Pearson,
Mm.
Robert Tucson. And that was supposed to have been done. I still have the flag.
did we not get the flagpole installed?
No,
I thought it had
you
been
got a
installed.
basketball court and a pickleball court. That was it. That was it.
Was the flagpole supposed to be part of that project?
I thought
There's
Casey
a
had,
long list.
I thought Casey had ordered it.
Casey had ordered
I
it?
thought it,
Yeah, because I thought it was installed.
Nothing.
Well, then we will
The
find out
walk
about that.
past, the connecting those things were not done, okay? We were putting so much up there, and the bags that she's talking about is the rubber nuggets that was purchased to put
The
up there.
mulch, yeah, the rubber
Yeah,
mulch.
the little rubber nuggets, and they gotta dig all of that out and then put that in. But as you can tell, town employees are quitting, and so now we're shorthanded of town employees. So that's why that is not put up there.
How long has those been up there?
2 years.
I'd say
So
2
why-
years.
I mean,
Because I was on to Casey about finding out what we
Yeah.
needed to do to get that mulch
Yeah.
redone.
okay,
They got
So-
one done, yeah, and then we had employees quit. I remember Noah quit, Joni quit.
I understand all that.
And so they had the basic stuff.
I understand all that.
So, well, you're asking, that's why
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I, you know, a lot of that, as a councilman, I mean, we have full-time employees, right? They should be doing a lot of that. Am I correct?
Right, but we're shorthanded. According to
Prior-
item, prior to
I'm saying
that
2 years
starting,
ago.
Yeah,
I'm saying 2 years ago. Why wasn't it done then? So then you're getting all on us because it's not done. Well, I've only been on here a year and a half. I had no clue any of that stuff even happening. Anything that you're saying right now was way before me. Okay?
okay.
Now
that
listen,
was
I'm
on
not
page
done.
21, excuse me.
I'm not done. So I'm getting a little flustered that you're putting all this on us. we are trying to do our best to make this town thrive again. Hard. I've been working on the council since I've been here. I've been on the Pearson Day Festival, trying to get that going. That has not been easy. We've been struggling extremely. And I hope it's gonna work again. I hope it'll work better this year. We've got a very good group of ladies. Awesome. I love working with them. But anyways, a lot of this stuff. But then now you're putting all this stuff on us. It's not our fault. None of it. It's the past. Your husband was on the board not too long ago, was he not? Why wasn't it done? You need to talk to your husband instead of us. Okay? Well, when Barker was on, why wasn't stuff done? Yeah, that's been on for the last 8 years. But if those two guys turn him down, even if he said yes, they say no, it's not his fault. Come on, Annie.
Are you done? I was waiting my turn. Okay, the past 2 years when things were getting done, that's when the K-21 projects were getting, the basketball and the pickleball court. The guys were working on that, getting that going, plus with the town. So yeah, and then with my husband being on there, yes, go talk to him if you've got things from the past. Just because you just started doesn't mean you're not responsible for everything that's going on, did go on, or going on. At least be aware of it. Don't sit there and go, it's not my fault. Be aware of it. That is your fault, not being aware of it. Next. The town is broken. We have things that does not need a new Band-Aid. Let's work on that. Let's not work on putting a sidewalk connecting us to other towns. People ain't gonna use that.
Really? I think
Who's
they will.
doing that?
I think they will. They're
Well,
going
I
in
think last
everywhere.
year, didn't you do one for the county? You paid Chad a study to connect from Worcester to,
That was-
Winona. and
Winona
then
did that.
Yeah.
Winona was doing that.
Winona helped us with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, to look at it, connecting to
And
the
we paid
county,
$5,000 for that.
connecting the county to Pearston, which there is a county plan to connect all the small towns to the trailway system. And we said we wanted to be a part of that.
But we'd also like not to have sewer in our basements.
And we have talked to the county and said, how can we start? Because until we get the connection to the county, I just talked to them 3 weeks ago about how can we get that fixed, because until we have a wider path into the county ditch line, it's not gonna do us a bit of good to fix anything in town because it can't go anywhere. So I talked to the county and said, what do we need to do? And they are well aware of it, and they are going to try to work with us to help us fix that, because we gotta start at that end to get the dominoes to fall. So I did take that from the last council meeting.
Did you express that at the town council meeting to people?
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
Yes.
News media said, yes, they're aware of it.
All right, then excuse me.
Were you there then?
I've been at the meetings.
Okay, any other comments?
No, do you want this?
We absolutely need to get it put up. If we have a flagpole that's supposed to be installed, it needs to be installed.
There you go.
So, thank you, and I appreciate you bringing that. I did not know that had been donated.
It was donated 2 years ago. There's a picture
Where's it been? At your house?
at my house. I bring it in.
Why did you bring it
And why
in?
didn't say
to
why-
your-
I brought it in. Nobody took it.
But you've had it for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
But no flagpole. See, I want to make sure you get this right. So here's the notes, the questions, and things. This was,
thank you. Any other citizen comments? Doc, come on down.
Dr. Susan Moore. May 15th, 1985, I started my clinic. That same month, I was asked to the Commerce, and she left. Okay, so I'm gonna clear this bathroom issue up, okay? The following month, I got put on their voting thing, and I ended up being a board of director within a couple months of being in business. So, since then, I've been a board of director, I've been secretary for the Commerce, and I've been on the Commerce since 1985, except for when they disbanded for a few years. Okay, so I do have authority on this bathroom. We started that bathroom, not Paragon. We were wanting to do a public bathroom because nobody wanted to share the bathrooms uptown. Plain and simple. The thing is we even looked at Louis Bailey when he retired to see if we could buy his business and put a Commerce thing and have the bathrooms in there. Then it was asked, we don't have enough money. Back then, we only made probably per year $4,000 for the whole time, okay? And so it's asked, who wants to volunteer to clean these things? It was asked, the chamber. So I'm one of those that said no. I didn't want to clean nobody's bathroom. I got my own issues. And then I see what people do to bathrooms. No way was I ever going to do that, okay? So guess what? Nobody else wanted to do it either. And I'm sure if Annie would have been asked, I'm sure she would have said, no, I really don't want to clean a bathroom either. Because people could get pretty nasty.
Yeah.
So it was tabled. We were the ones that said, well, maybe Paragon would sponsor it. Paragon never said they would sponsor it. It was coming from the Commerce always. So I wanted to clear that up because that is not, and that's what happens is you get a piece of information in this town, and you remember the child thing where you told somebody a secret?
The old telephone line, yeah.
Yeah, and pretty soon you've got a whole wild story. And that's what it happens in this town, is you guys are 100% correct. Nobody of the Commerce, you ought to see, maybe 5, 7 people come to the Commerce.
Yeah.
We're the Commerce. And after a while, yeah, we get tired of doing it, especially when all people want to do is stand up here and complain about what we're doing. And it's like, okay, you know what? I know why we don't have carnivals anymore. We don't have a good enough insurance, Commerce, and the last time we tried to get them, they wanted $25,000 to come in and have 2 days. $25,000. We probably, as Commerce, made 5,000. I don't think we made much over 5,000.
I don't think
So
so.
we have to quit it. It's not that people out here going, okay, let's do bouncy houses because that's going to be better. No, we're trying to work it out to where people still have a town. Because I think that's where it really lies is, I agree with Annie. We need volunteers. And we need volunteers that have backbones that say, okay, I don't care how much you beat me up, I'm going to stand up here, I'm going to tell you the truth, and I'm going to go next Tuesday to the Commerce meeting, and I'm going to volunteer again. Because that's what it's about. Thanks for
Thank you
listening.
for your input.
Thanks, Doc.
All right, anyone else? Yes, ma'am, come on down.
Well, I come with some better news.
Please state your name so it can be recorded. Hi, Angela.
And like Chauncey said, Kelsey does the Facebook for the festival thing. And there was some guy that said, you ought to do this many days. Not knowing who took care of the page, I made a comment, then why don't you volunteer? Then I get a message from Kelsey, hey, that was great what you said. And I'm like, I hope I didn't upset the guy, but we can't do anything, like she said, without volunteers. Like Chauncey says, we've got a generation that wants everything handed to them. And I've only been to 2 meetings, but I said, man, I'm willing to do anything you need, as long as I'm not in the sun and not too overheated. But I know one thing, there was a comment about the pavilion up there at the, Brower Park, that it was, going to be torn down sometime maybe. That is a Lions thing. I gotta figure out if that was us that did that. I know Pearson Lions has folded due to a lot of the, people aging out.
They aged out, yeah.
I've been in 2 other, I'm in a 3rd club now, I'm my 4th one, Syracuse again, aged out, we lost a lot of our, helpers there. We do have a generation that is not willing to volunteer, and we're losing that in everything. I mean, it's not just a small community, our big communities are losing that. With that pavilion, there are lion signs on there. If that pavilion gets torn down, I gotta find out if that was from us, if Lions actually did that. We would like those signs because we want to give them to another club. Again, Brad Stahl's name's coming up. On Catholic Street, on Catholic Street, there is a Lion trailer there. We're thinking that was a Pearson Lions trailer. And if that is, again, we would like permission to take that and have another club maybe use it. I am with the Northwestern Lions Club, because they are the closest one to me, because we live in Pearson on Catholic Street. And we would just like to be able to get the Lions stuff if we could.
Sure. Well, let me interrupt you just right there. I think it's wonderful that the Lions would want the signs off that old pavilion. I say take them. I mean, take them now. Because if the project continues to go through, that old pavilion will come down and the new one will replace it. But absolutely, those signs should just go to the Lions Club. If you can use them or want them, I think that's a no-brainer.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I know when the Lions, I was part of when the Lions disbanded, or their higher ups in the corporation or whatever, I don't remember, like the dean or whatever.
Yeah, the big wigs, we call them.
Yeah, they did come in and with Brad and took everything that was in storage. And so as far as I know, I mean, all of the Lion stuff should have been taken with them. As far as the trailer goes, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know who
We
owns
got
it.
to just find out who it's titled to.
Okay.
'Cause they're-
Because we have tried to call Brad, like many of you guys have.
Right.
We have gone to his house,
Yeah.
like many of you guys have. Scary.
I don't know if that's something Phil could,
Yeah, we can run, it's got a tag or then we can help with that.
okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna comment, I mean, it's not the town's property, so the town.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't authorize you to take it because,
Property, like
Yeah.
the town can't say you do
But you
that.
could absolutely work with the police to find out who it's titled to, and if it's titled to the Lions Club, maybe work with them to see how you can get it.
Okay. I know Chauncey, I told Chauncey that I did send the Lions through, or not the Lions, please through the Facebook thing, got nothing from them, but it was in the process of
Yeah,
everything changing, so
yeah.
I will definitely get with that. Next up, I would like to talk about, do you guys, does any of you guys know anything about sleep in heavenly peace?
About what?
Sleep in heavenly peace.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I was gonna say, I know you might.
Yeah.
It's just, here's a little pamphlet. How many of us know anybody, any kids from 4 to, I think it's 18, that are sleeping on the floor? Schools might know, but we don't. This is a project that one of our Leesburg Lions and his sister started up because they found out so many kids are sleeping on the floor. What we do at Sleep in Heavenly Peace, we are wanting to see if Pearson would be willing to sponsor one and have it wherever you've got a big enough area. We literally bring in skids of boards and we cut these boards, we put holes in these boards, we sand them, and we make headboards, we make footboards, and we make beds. These beds go to these kids. There's a website that they can go to, and these people fill it out. They are not asked how much they make. They're not asked anything like that. And they can get a bed free. So these kids aren't sleeping on the floor. We've had some that, sleep on the couch. Some say they've slept on the kitchen floor because they don't have beds. And we will make $5,000. Now, I'm not asking any money, but for a bed, a Build-A-Bed day, it's 20 beds, and that's $5,000. I myself am a zone chair for Lions, and I have 6 clubs under me, and each club donated $1,000. Somebody says, well, go get a grant and you can get another one. And they're like, no, make your clubs get grants. By the time we got done, we had kind of like a 2-day bed. We had enough that we made, I think, 40 that day.
Wow.
And we've actually have been spreading out to Fulton County, Marshall County. I think in a couple of weeks, we're going to Columbia City to do that. We would love to get Pearson involved in it. Somebody made a comment, get a hold of churches, see if one of the churches would like to hold it there, and then just try to find businesses here that are willing to donate monetary. But again, we need volunteers for that. You need about 60 volunteers. And it's from 8 in the morning till maybe 11, depending, 12 if we, straggle it out. But a lot of times we've been getting up early. They provide lunch for you. And then we find out how many beds we've made. And they go to Silver Lake into a storage unit that a gentleman has provided for us. We have made over 900 beds and over 750 have been distributed. So luckily, we have a very small wait list, unlike Elkhart County, who can't even take it anymore.
Yeah.
So we're just wanting to know if Pearson would be willing to sponsor that sometime. I can get send you more information about it. I sent maybe the chambers an email, but that's
Okay.
weird because you don't know how, because it's not a personal one, it's
Yeah.
through their website.
Yeah.
So, just trying to see how many kids we have in here. Whether they're, not just Pearson, but even if they're middle school.
Yeah.
Or high school. So, that was the only thing I had.
Okay, send us more information about what that sponsorship would look like. Is it just a location? Is it people and place? Does it have to be covered? Can it be open? That kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, we've had it at, WCC.
Okay.
Open, we've had it at First Christian Church. Open.
Okay,
The only thing we ask is that there's restrooms.
Yep.
For them to use during that time, but other than that, yeah, we've done them outside,
okay,
so
Send us some more information.
will do.
Absolutely. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Appreciate it. Great organization. Come on down.
Hello,
Hello.
my name's Tim Joy. I've been a lifetime, I've lived here all my life. Never had anything other than a Kosciuszko County address. I have a safety concern. At the corner of 5th, 4th and Elm, there's a stop sign.
ML, okay.
This is probably old business. It's been down for a year.
I did not know that.
Who do we get to put up the stop sign?
That's street department, and if there was a stop sign there, it needs to be put up.
So there's
Fourth.
a temporary sign that blows over every time the wind blows.
Okay,
The stop sign was broke off, is laying up against a shed
still?
still.
Okay. Can you get with Noah and make sure that that gets installed?
I have talked to some of the street department
Okay.
people, but nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
I live on that road, and I'm
Okay.
afraid somebody's gonna hit
Run
it.
right through it. Yep.
And then the insurance probably for the town probably wouldn't like that,
Yeah, probably not.
so.
Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that to our
One other
attention.
sign, the sign out there by 30, where the guy ran into it that says Whitco won the basketball championship.
I don't know.
All that,
That's all been up.
that
Oh, is
happened a couple years ago.
We don't actually own that. That's owned by the school.
It's on city property though, isn't it?
They asked to put it on our property, but they own it.
I know, it just seemed like the town would be proud of that.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, absolutely.
actually, it
It
was
couldn't cost that much to fix.
donated by, one of the board members back in the day.
Just, I mean, you should be proud of the town,
Yeah.
take care of the town.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, we just need to get with the school and see,
Yeah.
since it's their property.
Have a good day.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Anyone else? All right. I would move that we adjourn this meeting of the Pearson Town Council.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.